कहीं न मन का मीत मिला दो, आया तेरे द्वारे, वो तेरे द्वार कराइक जोगी, तेरे द्वार कराइक जोगी। ना मांगे ये सोना चांदी, मांगे दर्शन देवी, तेरे द्वार कराइक जोगी, तेरे द्वार कराइक जोगी। करके जतन आया, मन में लगन आया, अखियों में दर्शन प्यार। करके जतन आया, मन में लगन आया, अखियों में दर्शन प्यार। प्रीत के पीछा प्रेम के पीछा मांग रहा ये दास, मांग रहा ये दास। ना मांगे ये सोना चांदी, मांगे दर्शन देवी, तेरे द्वार कराइक जोगी, तेरे द्वार कराइक जोगी। मांगे दिल देवी तेरी, मांगे दर्शन देवी, तेरे द्वार कराइक जोगी, तेरे द्वार कराइक जोगी। दुनिया से मुख मोरा, तेरे लिए जग चोरा, चोर दिया गरबार। दुनिया से मुख मोरा, तेरे लिए जग चोरा, चोर दिया गरबार। बन बन चाना मैंने तुझे देवी, माना मैंने, सुन ले मेरी पुकार, सुन ले मेरी पुकार। दर्शन देवी, तेरे द्वार कराइक जोगी, तेरे द्वार कराइक जोगी। मांगे दूध देवी तेरी, मांगे दर्शन देवी, तेरे द्वार कराइक जोगी, तेरे द्वार कराइक जोगी, तेरे द्वार कराइक जोगी, तेरे द्वार कराइक जोगी।
सियावर रामचंद्र की जय। करहो जय आटिनी जी। शुभम करोतु कल्याणम, आरोग्यम सुख संपरम, मम शत्रु विनाशाय दीप ज्योतिर्नमोस्तुते। सिद्धि बुद्धि प्रदे देवी, भुक्ते मुक्ते प्रदायिनी, मंत्र मूर्ति सदा देवी, महालक्ष्मी नमोस्तुते। रामाय रामभद्राय रामचंद्राय वेधसे, रघुनाथाय नाटाय सीताय पतये नमः। आरती श्री रामायण जी की, आरती श्री रामायण जी की। कीरति कलित दलित सिय बीकी, आरती श्री विचारत सुख सत्कारी चेत मरुचारत वरनी पवन सुत कीरतनी आरति श्री संकट गावत शंभु भवानी संकट गावत शंभु भवानी अरुगत संभव मुनि विज्ञानी आरति श्री रामायण व्यासयाति कवि पूंज बतानी व्यासयादि कवि पूंज बतानी काकभूषुंडे गरुड़ते अहिति आरति श्री पुराण यष्टदश चारवेद पुराण यष्टदश शाहु शास्त्र सब ग्रंथन कोरस आरति श्री रामायण मुनि जन दन संतन को सरवस आरति श्री मलहरणी विषय रस की कली मलहरणी विषय रस की शुभ सिंगार मुक्ति युवती की आरति श्री रामायण अरन रोक भव भूद्रियमी हर निरोग भव पूरियमी की तात मात सब विधि तुलसी की आरति श्री रामायण आरति श्री रामायण जी की आरति श्री ललित सियबीकी आरति श्री रामायण जय सिया राम जय जय सिया राम 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 जय सिया राम जय जय हनुमान जय Ram,
Jai Siya Ram, Jai Jai Siya Ram.
आरती श्री रामायण जी की
आरती श्री रामायण जी की
कीरति कलित ललित सिय पीठी
आरती श्री
आरती श्री रामायण
आरती श्री
आरती श्री रामायण
आरती श्री
श्यावर रामचंद्र की जय। आसन पर बैठे। We join in expressions of welcome this evening.
Vyas on Singhasan, Pandit Sunil Seetahal Maharaj, Bedi Pundit, Avinash Maharaj and Mrs. Maharaj, Shrotas and members of the group, MP for Kuva South, the Honorable Rudranath Indar Singh, Councillors Vanessa Kusi, Allan Seepersad, Balmati Gosain, Sitaram, and welcome to this, the third night of our 5 nights Panchouti Ramayan Yagna, hosted by the St. Andrew Street Youth Sports and Cultural Group. Last night, Panditji, in his own unique style, held an interactive session as he included the audience in his discourse. He reminded us that despite our best efforts, the laws of karma governs our lives, as was the case of Kausalya Mata, who was destined to give birth to Sri Ram, the destroyer of Ravan. Tonight, our main sponsor, who sponsored both food and prasad, prefers to remain anonymous. We are, however, grateful for his generous contribution towards our Panchouti Yagna. As in the previous 2 nights, Bhojan will be distributed as a takeaway, and we have 2 stations, one to the back and one to the front. Thank you, Sitaram. Enjoy the rest of the evening. I now hand over to Panditji.
श्यावर रामचंद्र की जय। We bow our heads in prayer. वर्णानामृत संगानां रसानां चंद्र सामपि मंगलानां च कलितारो वन्दे वाणी विनायको भवानी शंकरो वन्दे श्रद्धा विश्वास्वरूपिणो याभ्यां विना न पश्यन्ति सिद्धस्वान्तस्तमीश्वरम्। रामायण सुमिरन। जो सुमिरत सिद्ध होय, गणनायक कलिवन वदन करहुवनो ग्रहसोय, बुद्धिराशि सुपगुण सधना। मोक होय माचा पंगोचनय गिरिवन गहना, जासो कृपा सो दया प्रभु सकल कलिमल गहना। तरुण यरुण वाणी जनयन करहु सो मम उरदा सदा चीर सागर सयन कुंदइंदो समदे कुमार मन करुणायन जाहि दीन पढ़ने करहु कृपा मर्दन मयन बंदो गुरु परकन कृपा सिंधु नद रूप हरे महामोह तम जासु बचन रवि करनी कर बंदो पावन कुमार प्रलवल पावत ज्ञानी धरा जासु हृदय आकाश बसहु राम सरताप हरा श्री गुरु चरण सरोज निज मन मुकुर सुधार बदनो रघुवर विमन यशान जो दायक फल चार बोधहीन तन जानिके सुमिरो पवन कुमार बल बुध विद्या देहु मुई हरहु कनेश विकार तुलसी कृत्य रमायना कथा करहु अनुसार आसन लीजे प्रेम हिता आवो पवन कुमार सिया पति रामचंद्र की जय उमापति महादेव की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय अयोध्या राम लला की जय वृंदावन कृष्ण चंद्र की जय कुरेसा जगन्नाथ की जय बोलो बे सब संतने की जय सियापति रामचंद्र की जय शरणम Syavar Ramachandra ki jai. My adorations at the feet of Sri Pandit Avinash Ji. My adorations at the feet of Papa and Mama. To Minister who has graced our Yagna. We pay obeisance at the feet of the beloved wife of Pandit Param. We acknowledge the presence of the daughters and the children of Pandit Vishnu. And so to all of you who came from far and near, I pay obeisance at your lotus-like feet. The beloved wife of Pandit Avinash is here with us as well. And so this evening, as we prepare to listen to the beautiful katha, setting our mind, preparing ourselves physically and mentally and emotionally, I want to just turn to the person next to you and ask them, hey, how are you going? Ask them. Take a minute, ask the person next to you, how was your day? How was your day? What did you do? Take a minute, tell the person next to you, you're well dressed up. Tell them, you're looking nice. Bando charan kamal raghunandan.
Bando charan kamal raghunandan.
Bando charan kamal raghunandan.
Bando charan kamal raghunandan.
Kamal raghunandan, kamal raghunandan.
Kamala Raghunandan, Kamala
Kamala Raghunandan, Kamala Raghunandan.
Kamala Raghunandan.
Sing with me, let's sing together everybody. Bando charan kamal raghunandan.
Bando charan kamal raghunandan.
जिनकी कृपा सकल सुख संपत्ति.
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 पावत जन भक्तन उरे चंदन.
पावत जन भक्तन उरे चंदन.
बंदो चरण कमल रघुनंदन.
बंदो चरण कमल रघुनंदन.
कमल रघुनंदन, कमल रघुनंदन.
कमल रघुनंदन. कमल रघुनंदन.
कमल रघुनंदन, कमल रघुनंदन.
कमल रघुनंदन. कमल रघुनंदन.
बंदो चरण कमल रघुनंदन.
बंदो चरण कमल रघुनंदन.
अवधपुरी प्रभु नित्य विराजत.
अवधपुरी प्रभु नित्य विराजत.
अवधपुरी प्रभु नित्य विराजत.
अवधपुरी प्रभु नित्य विराजत.
जनक सुतायुत दुष्ट निकंदन.
जनक सुतायुत दुष्ट निकंदन.
बंदो चरण कमल रघुनंदन.
बंदो चरण कमल रघुनंदन.
ओ बंदो चरण कमल रघुनंदन.
बंदो चरण कमल रघुनंदन.
ताप और जन्म मरण भैया,
तीन ताप और जन्म मरण भैया,
तीन ताप और जन्म मरण भैया,
तीन ताप और जन्म मरण भैया,
दूर करत जिनमी जन रंजन,
दूर करत जन में जन रंजन,
बंदो चरण कमल रघुनंदन,
बंदो चरण कमल रघुनंदन,
कमल रघुनंदन, कमल रघुनंदन,
कमल रघुनंदन, कमल रघुनंदन,
कमल रघुनंदन, कमल रघुनंदन,
कमल रघुनंदन, कमल रघुनंदन,
बंदो चरण कमल रघुनंदन,
बंदो चरण कमल रघुनंदन,
भक्त नमत चरणन में भगवन,
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 कृपा करे सेवक भय भंजन,
कृपा करे सेवक भय भंजन,
बंदो चरण कमल रघुनंदन,
बंदो चरण कमल रघुनंदन,
ओ बंदो चरण कमल रघुनंदन,
बंदो चरण कमल रघुनंदन,
जय सिया राम, जय जय सिया राम,
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 सहित बंदो ने ही कृपा, सब तब ने ही पुना, सब तब ने ही पुना, शोभा मंगल मोरा, बरटाने उरे जाए, बातरी उरे जाए सिया पति रामचंद्र जी की जय शरणम. Tonight our Katha takes us into an interesting place. Indumati and Ajay, both parents of Raja Dasarath, they have died. Raja Dasarath only takes the reign of being king in the absence of his mother and his father. In the day and the age that we live in, you think that your children, they have your best interests at heart. But your children, in reality, can't wait to inherit what you have. And that's the sad truth. One mother, one father will work. They will live by the principle and the philosophy of eat little and live long. One mother and one father will provide for all children, whether how much they were. But in reply, 10 children, they're not able to look after one mother and one father. They look at each other and they say, you collecting the pension, you do. Mother needs to go to the doctor. While you collecting her money, you in charge. When in reality, mother and father gave their entire existence for you. And now is the time for you to repay the debt that you owe to them. And you're thinking about pension. And pension is causing tension. He inherit and she inherit, and you gave this one and you gave that one, and I got nothing, so let them do. The sad truth is, you inherited too. You inherited existence. And your existence is to be the difference that you want to see in the world that we live in. Your existence is to be the change that you wish to see in the world that we live in. Raja Dasarath sits as the king of this place called Ayodhya. But Raja Dasarath, his mother and his father, they're not there. You see, you never know the worth and the value of mother and father until they're not there. Isn't it? Isn't it? There are a million times Papa Malu gets mad with me. I make him get dressed and I never go to pick him up. He'll get mad. But you see, it is a nature of a father. It is a nature of a mother. Though they are angry, though they are mad, they're still loving. True or not? Mother says to the father, beat them. And when father starts to beat them, she says, okay, stop, you will kill them. Huh? Makes him look like the wrong bad one, isn't it? Because that's the compassion of parents. That's how parents are designed. They're designed because they want what is best all the time for their children. Well, I want to tell you, you know what is best for your children? Discipline. You know what is best for your children? Morals, values, and ethics. You know what is best for your children? Teaching them, guiding them onto the pathway of living decent, respectful lives. Raja Dasarath sits on the throne and he becomes the king only after the death of his mother and his father. There are some children, they will give their very existence to make sure that their parents are happy. But there are some children, they will do anything possible to make their parents unhappy. Anything mother and father say not to do, that's exactly what they do. You know anybody like that? Don't answer. Raja Dasarath, he sits on the throne, and so the katha begins. Let us listen to what it says. Jai Ram Shri Rama, Jai Jai Rama, Shri Ram Jai Rama, Jai Jai Rama, Jai Jai Rama. Sing with me. Jai Ram Shri. I want to hear you. Sing with me. Jai Jai Rama, Shri Ram Jai Rama, Jai Jai Rama, Jai Jai Rama. Purasahalag kaha dehi sunai, Raja asana mahal sujai, महल सुजाई, करत विधि कहा भोजन पाई, विधि कहा सुमिरो दे भर जाई, दे भर जाई। जय राम श्री रामा, जय जय रामा, Shri Ram Jaya Rama, Jaya Jaya Rama, Jaya Jaya Rama. Sing with me. Jai Ram Shri Rama, Jaya Jaya Rama, Shri Ram Jaya Rama, Jaya Jaya Rama, Jaya Jaya Rama. It tells us Raja Dasarath becomes the king. But Raja Dasarath, who sits on this golden throne and who has all of these disciples and servants and all of this wealth at his disposal, Raja Dasarath has a problem. Though he has plenty, he is lonely. Have you ever felt lonely before? Ask the person next to you, ever feel lonely? Ask them. Say, hey, you ever feel lonely before? Ask them. What do you do when you're feeling lonely? What do you do when you're alone? Councillor, what do you do when you're lonely? You watch TV. Mama, what do you do when you're lonely? You make fudge. Huh? What do we do when we're lonely, when we're alone? You see, alone time sometimes is very important. Alone time allow you to reflect on yourself inwardly. Alone time helps you to recognize how happy or how unhappy you are. Alone time allows you to appreciate those around you when you don't have them. True or not? Huh? Alone time. Raja Dasrath, who has everything, he's feeling alone. You see, when you grow to a certain age, you recognize that things and beings make you happy for some time. But after that time, you know what happened? It becomes frustrating. Is that true? Is that true? Hello, is that true? Things make you happy for some time. Huh? You have the cell phone. The cell phone makes you happy like puppy. Is that true? Shake your head. Huh? It makes you very happy, the cell phone. But if you have to go in the bathroom to bathe, does it still make you happy then? Does it still make you happy at that time? Hello? It might to know, because some people hook it up on that thing and doing a live while they're bathing. Because that's the age that we live in. That's the time that we're in. Things make us happy, but for some time. After that time, it becomes frustrating. You know, in the Ramayan, the very same Ramayan, when Goswami Tulsidas, when he got married, he will not leave his wife alone. You remember? She was bathing, he was bathing. She was eating, he was eating. She was sleeping, he was sleeping. She was going, he was going too. And so she got flustered. She said, I need some time away from you. Even your husband needs some time away from you, you know. Even your husband needs some time away from you. Is that true? Even you need some time away from your husband. Is that true? Don't answer. Raja Dasrath felt alone. And feeling alone, what will he do? Raja Dasrath plotted a plan in his mind. You see, being a king, you have to be intelligent in the choices and the decisions that you make. And listen to what Raja Dasrath does. Listen, the Katha tells us. Nita kahare magan hare ka sumiro mahal महल हरि का देहि भूरह नेहि न जाई राजा सुनत कह नेहि न पाई देहि न पाई. Sing with me. जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम Shri Ram Jaya Rama Jaya Jaya Rama
Jai Ram Shri Rama Jaya Jaya Rama Shri Ram Jaya Rama Jaya Jaya Rama Jaya Jaya Rama.
Dasrath started on the back of his horse. And Dasrath started to roam. But Dasrath was roaming and going to neighboring towns and different kingdoms. And you know why he was going? He wanted to build friendship. He wanted to make friendships with those around. Do you know there are some people, anybody they meet, they could get to the level of that person and they could become that person's friend? Do you know there's some people you meet them and they always try to put you down, to make you feel inferior? They always think that they're above you because they have a big house, because they're driving a BMW, a Benz, a Porsche. Hey, anybody could have that. Anybody could have a big house. But it is intelligent to know bigger the house, bigger the headache. Eh? You know that? I don't know about you. I grew up in a home that wasn't too big, but we had about 45 windows. You see, when the time come to clean those glass sparrow, I used to say the mantra backwards. Because my grandmother was a lady, she will do the inspection. She didn't want you to just wipe the glass. She wants you to take a newspaper and shine it when you're done. In our home, we had buffets and kitchens inside, back shed, outside. And everywhere I have buffet with glass and you have to take them down, wash them with squeezy and shine it with guardian paper. You all ever did that? Every time I had to do that, I break a few. You know why? Next time I don't have plenty. Oh God. Well, she's not here, so. The sad truth is, she died, all of that remained behind, and you know what use it will be? It will only get dry rot and become useless. So I want to tell you, go in your buffet and start using your cup and your glass and your plate. Huh? Even though it have a Christmas print, I want you to observe Pandit Avinash's socks. Tonight, observe his socks. Pandit Avinash have on his Christmas Eve socks. I looked at him and I said, Pandit, I love your socks. He said, oh God, you had to notice, huh? I mean, his clothes is white and his socks red. Huh? Don't wait until a special occasion to enjoy. Enjoy as though every day is your last day. Enjoy to the maximum. Because you know why? We're going to leave everything right here. We're going to leave everything right here. It says, Dasharatha tried to make an alliance with all of the neighboring kings and in the different kingdoms. But what will happen? One day while Dasharatha was seated on his throne, bored as it were, something happened in the kingdom of Dasharatha. Listen, it tells us. Mangala bhavanaya amangala hari Drabau Sudasarata Ajida Bihari Ajida Bihar. Sing with me. Jai Ram Shri Rama Jai Jai Rama Shri Ram Jai Rama Jai Jai Rama Jai Jai Rama
Jai Ram Shri Rama Jai Jai Rama Shri Ram Jai Rama Jai Jai Rama Jai Jai Rama
Vidhi ka hare kar Kushal Raja Kirta Hari Kaha Muritan Pata Muritan Pata Parakriya Kar Kaha Gaur Patai Modat Dasarata Premuni Gai Premuni Gai Jai Ram Shri Rama Jai Jai Rama Shri Ram Jai Rama Jai Jai Rama Jai Jai Rama
Jai Ram Shri Rama Jai Jai Rama Shri Ram Jai Rama Jai Jai Rama Jai Jai Rama.
The Koshal king, he had now sent an invitation to all the neighboring kings. The Koshal king needed help. And so sending an invitation to all the neighboring kings, in his invitation it was written that his kingdom was under threat. And so he was seeking help from the neighboring kings. Listen to what his invitation was. My kingdom is under threat and I need help. If you need help, who can you call? If you need help, who can you call? Hello? If you need help, who can you call? You see, in your time of need, that's when you know who your true friends are. In your time of need, that's when you know who is ready for you. I'll tell you. One of my cousins got shot and died about a month and a half ago. They go to the
they go to the funeral home and they make all the arrangements and they go to get the cremation permit. The girl in the office says, the place is booked totally. There are no spots in Caroni. Murder. The family is in turmoil. They're not very wealthy. To have a wake is something difficult, huh? You all know that? It's very costly. Because when people go, they're not expecting coffee and cricks, huh? They're expecting sweet bread and pilau and corn soup and sahina. Eat before you go to the wake, huh? Next time. Because you're not going there to eat. You're going there to sympathize. You're not going there to get refreshments. You're going there for sympathy. You are going to give, not get. Always remember that. The wife goes to make the arrangement. They tell her it is Friday evening. The next available date is the next Sunday. I said, Sunday? We'll have to keep him for a whole week? Why? I take up my phone and I call the minister. I take up my phone and I call the chairman. I take up my phone and I call everybody. And now I'm asking for a favor. I'm asking for a favor. Finally, the girl decides that she's going to give us the cremation for 2 days after. But the place is heavily booked. Huh? I am officiating at the funeral. Go to the cremation site and that's the only cremation. You're in trouble already. And you meet people who you think will help you and they put you in more trouble. And that's the world that we live in. I took up my phone the day after the funeral and I called the girl. And I said, why didn't you do me the favor? You said that it was heavily booked. She said, well, you don't know. She came in here and she was talking to me rough. And nobody had to talk to me rough. I said, you have to understand. She lost her husband and it was a murder. People react differently. You have to understand that you have to sympathize. You have to understand that a funeral is something that is unplanned. You're not wishing somebody dies. But you see, only when you are in the situation, you understand. Only when you are affected by, then you understand. Who can you call when you have a problem? If I didn't know who to call, what would have been my predicament? Huh? You see, the thing is, you know your friends in a time when the rain is falling and you don't have an umbrella. That's when you know your friends. Because you see them with the umbrella, but as if they will give you a little shelter. Huh? As if they will lend you a little shelter, a little support. Huh? Tonight I want to tell you that it is imperative upon all of us to build a friendship with a being who will never disappoint us. Build a friendship with Bhagwan, with God. Make God your best friend. So that when man closes his door on you, God will open another avenue. Make him your best friend. Tonight, the Koshal king has summoned all the neighboring kings. And so he says to them, my kingdom is under threat. I need help. Of all the kings that he knows, the only king that goes is Dasarath. Dasarath did not even go with his army. He alone went. And when the king saw that Raja Dasarath came, the king was so impressed by this young king coming to help. He said, Dasarath, I did not send that invitation because there was really a threat. I sent it out as a test to know who my friends really are. Dasarath, now gaining wisdom from a senior king, Dasarath, who was trying to build friendship, now recognizes how you'll be able to test to see who your real friend is. Your real friend is not the one who celebrates with you. Your real friend is the one who cries with you. Your real friend is not the one who dress up and go out with you. Your real friend is the one who come and help you wash your yard. Huh? Your real friend is not the one who show up in your event. Your real friend is the one who come and say, how I could help you. What I could do to help. What can I do to assist? That's your real friend. Are you a real friend? Are you a real friend? We have some friend, they always have a headache. We have some friend, because of them, we too have a headache. We have some friend, something always hurting. Something different always happen to them. Is that true? Is that true? Don't answer. Your friends will get vexed. I don't have too much, so I don't have to worry. Raja Dasrat, he goes. And so the coastal king is very impressed. But you know what happened? While in the kingdom of the coastal king, Raja Dasrat sees something that catches his eye. You know what he sees? Kuch kuch hota hai. Something is happening. Raja Dasrat sees Kausalya Rani. Seeing Kausalya Rani, Raja Dasrat forget about war and the intention for going. You know what happened? He is in love. You ever hear that word before? Have you ever heard that word before? Love. Love makes you do all kinds of crazy things. Is that true? Is that true? And love generally makes you do crazy things, you know. The husband who has become the grandfather, 2 o'clock in the morning, the grandchildren making him go in a quick shop to buy ice cream. And the lady married to him 40 years and she never got ice cream. Because he has love for his grandchildren. Isn't it? He driving up the Grand Bazaar to buy a hot sub. She said, Baba, what is that? And me too. I said, what is that? He said, you gonna like it? You want one? I said, me? Buy one for your wife. She don't know what is that. But because of love, you see that word love? Here now, when you love somebody, or when you love something, you will do anything possible to make that being happy. Is that true? Stranger, Baba, if you hear how that man just talk to the dog, that man over love the dog. Baba, you see me in my next life, I want to be the dog, not the wife. The dog getting hot food and he cooking a big pot every day for dog. Baba and I starving. He over loved the dog. Do you know some people love their pets beyond love? Huh? And they don't mind. They don't talk to the people home and thing, but they really liking the dog and the bird and Dasrat. He leaves the coastal kingdom, but Dasrat leaves with something that has created an impression in his mind. Kausalya. You know what Dasrat begins to do? He begins to send messages. Taxi, remember when you met her? How you used to talk with her? Huh? And what you used to do? Stand up downstairs and talk? I have listened to some stories. Baba, I used to go by the post office and collect the letter. I read it quick and I throw it away because I can't carry that home, you know. I'm in trouble. The letter I carry home, mark pen pal. They know I have a pen pal. Huh? We writing each other. But it's not no pen pal. Huh? And the things that you did in the name of love. Raja Dasrat, he begins to send messages and he begins to do all sorts of things. But you know what happened? Kausalya Devi was just not interested. She was just not interested. And Raja Dasrat decided to do something else. What will he do? Listen, it tells us. Bolo Shri Seetahal, 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 Jai Siyavar Ram. Bolo
Seetahal, 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 Jai Siyavar Ram.
Bolo Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam, Jai Siyavar Ram.
Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam, Jai Siyavar Ram.
Chandra
ग्रह बोले दशरथ होई कौशल्या ही माता जीवन देहि दुनि दुनि देकी देकर सुनहित दाता बोलो सीताराम 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 जय सियावर राम बोलो
सीताराम 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 जय सियावर राम
राधे श्याम राधे श्याम राधे श्याम जय सियावर राम
राधे श्याम राधे श्याम राधे श्याम जय सियावर राम
Raja Dasrath, he goes to the Koshal king himself, and Raja Dasrath announces his intention. The Koshal king, recognizing that Dasrath is a friend, the Koshal king agrees. The Koshal king agrees. In the marriage ceremony, there is a part of the marriage ceremony where there is a test to see how ready the groom is to be a husband. Do you all know? Do you all know? Is there mango leaf anywhere? Can I have it? Is there mango leaf anywhere? Bring it for me. Taxi, come. Let me see how ready you is to get married, boy. Come. Come, let's do this test together. In the marriage ceremony, long ago, the young boy was deemed fit for marriage. You know how? When he could take a little axe and cut down a big tree. Then he was called a man. I want you to take your finger, Taxi. I want you to take this finger and this finger, your middle finger and your ring finger. Break this thing. Don't pull me now. One spot. The tree don't move, Taxi. The tree don't move. Go ahead. Let me see. What's happening, boy? Huh? You see? Only when... So life was made easy. Now in the wedding ceremony, the Dulaha has to break the stem 3 times. To symbolize that, you know, he's ready to get married. Look, I know I can't break it. Me and all are ready. It says, Dasrath, he now sent his servants and he too went and he arranged with the Koshal king and the union will happen with Kausalya and Dasrath. But you know what happened? While that was happening on the earth, the Devatas in the heavens, they were singing a chant. You know what is a chant? A chant means they were singing a stuti. You know what is a stuti? It was like a pratna. For they now knew that the time will come when Bhagwan Vishnu will have to leave the heavens and come down on the earth. For the mother and father have now been joined together. And so they began eulogizing Bhagwan Vishnu and singing the eulogy of Lord Vishnu. They were now saying to Lord Vishnu, the time is drawing near where you will have to go down on the earth. For now your parents have become wedded to each other. And so Bhagwan Vishnu in the heavens, he has started making the preparations. Bolo Sita Ram, Sita Ram, Sita Ram, Jai Siyavar Ram.
Sita Ram, Sita Ram, Sita Ram, Jai Siyavar Ram.
Nit kah hoi, magan koi, dekar Vishnu Deva. Adhika Seshna, Adhika Nita, dekar Shambhu Rupa. Bolo Sita Ram, Sita Ram, Sita Ram, Jai Siyavar Ram. Bolo
Sita Ram, Sita Ram, Sita Ram, Jai Siyavar Ram.
Lord Vishnu makes the announcement that the time is drawing near when I'll have to go down on the earth. And as Lord Vishnu makes this announcement, somebody gets very angry. Who will get angry? The goddess Lakshmi. I am your wife. You told everybody and you did not take the time to tell me first. You see, sometimes the mother, the wife, has to hear from somebody else. The children have to tell. She doesn't know. Father does his own thing. And when mother finds out, you know what happens? What happens then? What happens? What will happen? Cindy, what will happen? You see it too late. You can't do nothing to correct it now. It's already at a point where too late. Goddess Lakshmi says, well, if you are going, I going too. Bhagwan Vishnu says, my mother and father, they have joined union And so I have a place where I'm going. Mother Sita said, don't worry. Mother Lakshmi, sorry, she says, don't worry. I will sort myself out. Why, if you ever get so vexed that you're depending on your husband to do something and you do it yourself because you're mad? Huh? You ever did that before? A few houses down from me. It is 12 o'clock hot sun. I'm driving down to go and turn the car. And while I'm driving down to turn the car, I see the auntie outside. And she's down on the ground and pulling out the grass. I said, what are you doing pulling out grass 12 o'clock in the hot sun? She said, but there's no man living here. That man and no man is the same man. She said, I had to do my thing myself because if I wait on them, you know what happened? This whole house covered with bush. In my mind now, I'm wondering, should I come out in the sun and help her? I don't pull out grass home, so if I go to help her and they see me, I'm in more trouble. I say, you want me to help you? But in my mind, I'm hoping she say no. I say, you want me to help you? She said, no, talk to me now. You're busy? I said, no, I could talk to you for a few minutes. She said, here now. It's a hell of a thing when you're vexed, you know. I say, yeah, I know you're vexed. 12 o'clock, you're pulling out grass. I said, so you don't have a cutlass that you could use to cut it? She said, you and all. You know you better go because you get me vexed too. She said, when you cut it, it will grow back quick. But when you pull it out, it wouldn't grow back. She said, that is the same thing I tell the man and he get vexed and he ain't come downstairs. In my mind, I said, nah, Ryan. Nah, Ryan. Nah, Ryan. Better I don't intervene. Better I just go. Goddess Lakshmi says, I will look after myself. You don't worry. But then you know what happens? Lord Shiva hears. He says, I want to go. And Bhagwan Vishnu says, well, there is a place prepared for me. Goddess Lakshmi says she will look after herself. Lord Shiva says, well, don't worry. Even if I have to be a monkey and I have to live in the forest, I go in. I want to be there. And then when Lord Vishnu thought that everybody was happy, it was peaceful, he'd be able to go down on the earth, another being started to cry. You know who was crying now? Seshanag, the serpent on which Lord Vishnu will rest. Seshanag, the snake, this snake that forms the canopy over Lord Vishnu. He started to cry and he says, oh Lord Vishnu, for all of my existence I have been the seat upon which you sat. Now you are leaving the heavens to go on the earth. What will be my purpose? I want to go to. Lord Vishnu said, you want to go too? He said, but there is a condition, Lord Vishnu. I must be close to you at all times. And just as I loan support to you while here in the heavens, I will be your support down on the earth. You know who Seshanag came as? Do you know who Seshanag came as? Seshanag, he came as Lakshmana, the serpent. That's why Lakshmana was like venom, you know. Poor Shabari collecting the fruit and she gave the Lakshmana. And you know what Lakshmana say? Huh, this bite up thing? He threw it behind his back. You know what it reminds us? That fruit that Lakshmana threw behind his back was the same fruit that will bring forth that herb that will save his life when he got shot. You see, what you throw away today might be something you need tomorrow. Huh? There's some people, they hold on and they hold on and they hold on and they're throwing away nothing. They still have clothes from when they was going primary school and they're 80 years now. Hold on and hold on and hold on and they don't want to get rid of nothing. It's like Sanford and Sons. You all know Sanford? Tire under the step and fender drop out. The thing drop out and break out, you know. I'm keeping it just in case. In case what? And then, you know, the same people who hoarding and keeping and saving, They say, Baba, I want to have a prayers, but I can't have the puja because the place really not in a good state. Huh? And I have heard that many times from people, Baba, I want to have the prayers, but I can't have it, the house not in a good state. And the same people there and big bandara. People who you didn't even like coming to eat. People who didn't like you too, they come in to eat. Huh? Big wake and big bazaar and 13 nights singing Ramayana. You ain't listen Ramayana when you're living, huh? When you're dead, it's Ramayana for so. Listen to Ramayana while you're alive. Pray while you're alive. Don't wait until you're dead. You know what the children say? That too much headache. That too much stress. Me ain't doing none of them monthly thing and thing. You better pray when you're living and on that thing. Because if you really depend on that pinda, they just really pitch it, no. They don't offer it. They just really pitch the pinda. Because it have no love, no devotion that accompanies that. It's bazaar and fanfare. That's what it is. I want to tell you that when somebody dies, especially during that 1 year, it's okay not to have any satsang. It is more than okay not to have any satsang. But never fail in offering that water and that pinda. That is what is important. Never fail. Make sure and do that. And the good thing about that is nobody has to know and nobody has to see. So when you go there, you sit down and you pray and you talk to Bhagwan. Baba, where is the mantra? The mantra is anything your heart tell you to say. God listens and accepts anything that you offer from your. You know much people know plenty mantra and plenty Sanskrit and they could read anything and they could sing anything and there's big devil. Arrogant and egoistic and full of pride and rattling out all kind of Sanskrit and think that they're impressing the whole world. But don't know how to live good. Don't know how to be patient. Don't know how to be compassionate. Preaching love, but spreading hate. Teaching about unity, but causing disunity. It all has to go in synchrony, together. Recently, I had a get-together for my group. And one of the ladies came. She said, Baba, this have party? I say, who invite you? It wasn't me. I believe, I'm a firm believer that there is a time for everything. There is a time to play and there is a time to pray. I believe that. We are human beings. We are here on the earth having a human existence, planning for divine exit. We are on this pathway and everything is in front of us to enjoy. But we have become fanatics of everything, including religion. Fanatics. Strange, huh? Strange. The Chadan Amrit passed by you. Me don't drink that. The Parsad come by. Cholesterol. Huh? And when you're home, you're eating macaroni pie. All of a sudden, the flour in the Parsad bad, eh? But the flour in everything else good. And Parsad that will help your soul gain salvation, mukti, you don't want. That's how we are designed. We are designed that way. Shri Ram, his birth has now been orchestrated. The union of Kausalya and Dasarath has happened. But Dasarath and Kausalya, they're trying to have children. And it is not happening. And with the permission of Kausalya Devi, Raja Dasarath gets married to Sumitra Devi. Still no children. With the permission of Sumitra and Kausalya, he gets married to Kekai. But still no children. You see, it is important for us to recognize, are these physical wives or are these literal wives? It is important for us to understand that he is not talking only physical. He's being a lot literal. And he's not talking about beings. He's talking about energies. He's talking about aura. He's talking about ability. He's talking about strength. He's talking about weakness through these queens. And so, only after Dasrat was wedded to Kekai Mata, Kausalya Mata gave birth. And you know who she gave birth to? She gave birth to a daughter. She gave birth to a daughter. Did you know that Sri Ram had a sister? Did you all know that? What was her name? What was her name? Hello? What was her name? Good thing you tell taxi. What was her name? Her name was Shanta. But in the kingdom of Dasrat, Dasrat was still unhappy. He had 3 queens. He had a daughter. And he was still unhappy. You know why? There was nobody to inherit his kingdom. There was nobody to inherit his kingdom. I want to tell you something. Paro, hear this good, eh? Girl, you don't study who inheriting when you're dead, you know. Enjoy while you're alive. Use everything. It mustn't have nothing new when you're dead. Everything must be something that you use. You know, you'd have some people under the bed full of things. Every cupboard they open have a new box of glass and Mama, you have new glass home? You'll bring a box to me tomorrow. I need some. Everywhere have something. Chuk up. That's the word? Chuk up. You don't need no mat, you know. But you pass by the thing and you see mat, you get weak. You don't buy a mat, you know, you buy mat says. You pass by the thing and you see a pot. Well, don't talk about me. I don't need no pot, you know. By buying it. One day my aunt looked at me, she said, I will change your name. I can't tell you what she called me. Long ago, the whole house have flowers everywhere, you know. Green and blue and orange and pink. You swear I'm on Kalicharan mass band. You ever went in a home like that? Plenty flowers all over. Stick up everywhere. I don't know. I came from a home where we had plenty floral arrangements too. And when the time come to wash that thing, Baju Mana Hari had a home. So much so that growing up and experiencing that, now as an adult, I have no flowers anywhere in the home that I live. None. Zero. It don't even have a mala around the neck of the murti. No flowers. Zero. Only fresh flowers at the feet and I take it up back. Put it in the morning, pick it up in the evening. Zero. None. Scarred. There's some people like that, huh? They love that. The choice is yours. Dasrat is unhappy. And you know what happens? Dasrat is seeking advice. Where is he going? Manasa bhajani guru charanam dushtara bhamasagare taranam. Sing with me. Manasa bhajani guru charanam dushtara bhamasagare taranam. Guru Maharaj, Guru Jai Jai. Sing with me.
Guru Maharaj, Guru Jai Jai.
Oh, Guru Maharaj, Guru Jai Jai.
Guru Maharaj, Guru Jai Jai.
Sai Nath Sadguru 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 Jai Jai.
Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Shivaya Namah.
Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah
ओंकारं मम ॐ नमो बाबा
ओंकारं मम ओंकारं मम ओंकारं मम ॐ नमो बाबा
गुरु महाराज गुरु जय जय
गुरु महाराज गुरु जय जय
ओ गुरु महाराज गुरु जय जय
गुरु महाराज गुरु जय जय
साईनाथ सद्गुरु जय जय
साईनाथ
Let's all clap our hands. Everybody together. Let's clap. मानस भजले गुरु चरणम दुष्कर भव सागर तरणम
मानस भजले गुरु चरणं दूतर भव सागर तरणं
मानस भजले गुरु चरणम दुष्कर भव सागर तरणम
मानस भजले गुरु चरणं दूतर भव सागर तरणं
गुरु महाराज की श्यावर रामचंद्र की
सागर तरणं
दुष्कर भव सागर तरणम
दूतर भव सागर तरणं
Raja Dasrath, he goes to his guru, and going to the guru, he says, Guru, I'm unhappy. The guru gives an instruction, Dasrath, perform yajna. What is yajna? 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 Auntie Valerie, what is yajna? This here? No, you see, this here is for 5 days, but you come one day. That is not yajna. Yajna is how you choose to spend your everyday. Not one day, but your everyday. Every day, the way that you live your life is yajna. The choices that you make daily, that is yajna. There are different types of yajnas that we are supposed to perform every single day of our life. Do you know, Auntie Valerie? Devta yajna. You're supposed to go by the jhanni and offer the dar. You're supposed to light the diya and you're supposed to do the havan, worship to the devatas. Rishi yajna. We all came from the rishis. Do you know? Do you know? We came from the rishis, the Sapta rishis. There were 7 Maharishis. And we all descendants from those 7 rishis. We're supposed to pay homage to the rishi that we came from. Pitra yajna. You're supposed to pray to the Pitris. Do we pray remembering the Pitris? Huh? But you're supposed to remember them every single day. Eh? Imagine people are alive when you forget them. Much less the dead people. Isn't it? Isn't it? People are alive when you don't call them, you don't talk to them, you don't show any love and appreciation. Imagine if they're dead. What happened? Pitra yajna. You're supposed to perform Pitra yajna. You're supposed to perform yajna to the beings that are less fortunate, feeding the animals and daily you're supposed to do this. Yajna is not this. Yajna is the way we live. Yajna is praying every single day, as she said. Yajna is every single day, not only today. This is a part of yajna. But yajna is how we live our every single day. That is yajna. It says, the guru gives the instruction, perform yajna. And he tells who should perform it and what kind of yajna you should do. You see, we all have desires. Huh? We desire that we want to do what we want to do. But not everything you want to do is good for you. True or not? Not everything you want to do is good for you. Is that true or not? Huh? That's why you have to be instructed by the guru. That's why your Pundit has to be your guide. You don't call him and say, I want the prayers Monday morning 8 o'clock. Where I go do? And the minute the poor man say, well, I can't accommodate you Monday morning 8 o'clock. You know what happened? He get fired. You get somebody else who will accommodate you, to facilitate you. But is it the right thing? Is it the right thing? You ought to have one guide. Anytime you have more than one guide, you know what happened? Well, you know I had to mix up the thing and this one had to come and that one had to come.
And you know what? Too much energies create chaos, you know. You know that? One being has to be your guide. Choose that one being. And whether what it is, that one being does everything. Tonight, Raja Dasrat is given the instruction, perform yajna. Who should perform the yajna and what kind of yajna? We all know. We all know. A rishi performs the yajna. Who is it again? Who is it again? Paro, can you remember? Who is the rishi? Anybody who answers will get 2 baga parsad. Who is the rishi that performs the yajna? And Valerie, remember? What kind of yajna is it? Huh? Putreshti Kam Yajna. To get sons. But who performs the yajna? Tonight when you go home, Google and see. That's your homework. Everybody has homework tonight. Google and see. See who performs the yajna. Syavar Ramachandra ki jai. Pandit Avi is performing the Havan. While he's doing the Havan, we'll ask our minister and the others to speak. Do we have others to speak? Well, we'll ask the minister to speak last. Go ahead. The MP, sorry. So we'll ask our councillor to.
Videography, Pandit Sunil, Seetahal Maharaj, Pandit Avinash, MP Rudy Inder Singh, devotee Sitaram. I must commend the St. Andrews Youth Sport and Cultural Organization in collaboration with Councillor Taxi, Family and Friends for organizing this 5 nights Panchouti Yagna. It comes in a time where we have no hope in the government. We have no hope in the police service. What do? But become in oneness with Bhagwan. It's our only hope. And what better way than to have activities like this right now in every community. Pandit, I wish we had this in every community. And you, of course, delivering. You did it with such grace. I leave Las Lomas. This is the 2nd night I brought my friends. And we would have been following you, Pandit. You are my favorite Pandit. I hope the others are. Oh, God. I'm so grateful for this opportunity. I'm so happy to be here. And Pandit and devotees, I wish you Bhagwan's blessings. And I hope to be here again tomorrow. Thank you for this opportunity. Sitaram.
So, we'll invite.
Officiating Vyas, Pandit Sunil Seetahal Maharaj, Pandit Avinash Maharaj and his Dharampatni, and of course to Councillors Balmati Gosain, Vanessa Kusi, and members of the St. Andrews Street Youth Sport and Cultural Organization, and Councillor Allan, Taxi Seepersad, and his family and this group. Let me firstly say Sitaram and how pleased I am to be here tonight. I've known Pandit Sunil Seetahal Maharaj for quite a number of years, and I offer my pranams to him based on his continued discourse and what he has to offer in elevating all of us from a spiritual point of view, and continuing that line of effective communication in assisting all of us to elevate our own existence and continuing to understand our purpose not only as a Hindu, but as a human being. And a human being in the context of our very own families, our very own communities, and by extension, our very country. And when I look and I take a wide range or a 2020 vision of all who have assembled here tonight to be part of this yagna, I virtually could call everyone on a personal basis. So I know virtually every one of you. And permit me, of course, to give some sense of due recognition to those who are here. I may not call every one of you, but I want to assure you that I know of you, and I am sure that I will greet you in some form or fashion before you leave here tonight. And when Panditji, in his opening remarks, focused on our late parents and our pitcheries, I was forced to reflect, not because I have forgotten my late mother and father. In fact, every day when I offer gel, I offer and I ask of Lord Krishna to continue to guide and protect and bless their souls. But when I come to the community of St. Andrew's village, I am forced to reflect on my late father. A couple streets from here, today, if he would have been in physical existence because his birth paper had Smith Street, St. Andrew's Village, Couva. Today he would have been 93 years old, the 9th of May. And I also reflect on my late mother, who has gone only a couple of months to the great beyond. And I keep reflecting that it will be the first Mother's Day that we will experience without her. But of course, I take great comfort in the fact that myself, with my family, my two sisters, Mianti and Parvati, and their respective families, we did, and we ensured that when they existed and before they departed, we understood our purpose and duty to our late mother and father. And permit me again, because I have strong roots in Couva. Many of you may not know, but my mother-in-law, late mother-in-law, was from this one house beyond Taxi's home. And they coexisted, that family coexisted as one. And I pay my respects to the matriarch of this family, who is seated here as one of the shooters tonight, the mother or the aunt of Councillor Allan Taxi Seepersad, Auntie Carmen Seepersad, who is here. And she has brought her entire family. Her daughters are here to support her. And her son and her daughter-in-law arrived to give her what, I do not know if it's the Mother's Day surprise, but they have arrived to be part of this Panchouti Yagna. And of course, the chairman of the Couva South constituency, Mr. Sharma Suknanan, who is also her nephew, and the vice chairman, Mr. Ken Ramnarayan, who is also here. And I will recognize Parvati Baba of the Orange Valley Mandir, and Tanti Etwaria Gyandas of the Bokaro Shiv Mandir. Tanti Raju, she is here. Dudu is here. Mr. and Mrs. Mulchan, they are here. Mr. and Mrs. Maliram Malu. And I could go on and on. But it is important for me to take a few minutes of your time because Panditji said that we must all understand our purpose. And when we are given leadership responsibilities, as King Dashrath had, we have to make choices and we have to make decisions. We have to make choices and decisions in life. And the St. Andrews Sports and Cultural Organization is an organization that has existed in this community for 46 years and continuing. My late father was part and parcel. And I am told that this organization sustained itself by persons going around and collecting $1 and $2 and $3. And that in itself sustained the well-being of this organization. And that is why we have the term Panchouti Yagna and that sense of community bond. But the organization did not survive 45 years just because it survived. It survived because of leadership, it survived because of experience, and it survived because of a combination of youth and experienced leadership. I want to reiterate that, experienced leadership. Because if you only have leadership without experience, those who have walked the road and those who have had the trials and tribulations and to dig deep in the trenches, your organization will go in different direction. Just as how the country is going in a different direction. We are in a state of hopelessness. Everybody, you are under attack in your homes, in your communities, home invasions, carjackings, arson, attacks are the order of the day. Temples, mosques, churches are under attack. And what do? You have to train your guns on those who are not providing the leadership and the right choices to provide a safe environment for you. And that is where, when you are called upon to make a choice about leadership, you have to know who can guide you, who have the experience, who possesses the blood, sweat, and tears to understand what Trinidad and Tobago needs at this point in time. So, my dear devotees who are here tonight, when you come and you listen to Pandit Sunil Seetahal Maharaj, Councillor Balmati said that she is the best Pandit. I don't know if she will encounter any telephone calls or any source of analysis as it relates to that. But it is important that when we come and we listen, you heard what he said about Yagya? You do not come and isolate after having learned and after having listened and learned. What is your Yagya? What is your purpose? How do you exist? Do you isolate yourselves? Do you say that it is not impacting upon me and my family, so I don't care what is happening? I do not care what is happening with the neighbor's home, or in your community, or in your constituency, or throughout Trinidad and Tobago, where we are all under attack in homes and in communities and so on. And this is why I want to say to you all collectively, you must be able to empower yourself just as how the St. Andrews sports and cultural organization has empowered and sustained and survived itself over the last 45 plus years, so that you will be able to make the correct decisions when you are called upon. And the time will come, and it is very near, and you must have that inner strength and resolve to make the decisions that are in the best of the organizations that have stood with you in time, over time, whether it's the sports and cultural organization, the political party that has sustained you, and the governments and the leaders that have improved your quality of life and standard of living. I pray that Bhagwan blessings will continue to resonate and redound on this organization, to our revered pundits and all of you as stable Hindus and none who are not Hindus here tonight, to continue to be stable citizens, committed citizens, focused citizens, as we all strive for a better community and a better society. Siddharam, and thank you very much, Panditji.
Before we join in the Purnahuti and the Aarti, I want to say thank you very much, Minister. Jai Lakshmi Kalyani Maiya, Jai Lakshmi Kalyani, Jai Lakshmi Kalyani. Tomorrow is a very auspicious day in the Hindu calendar. Tomorrow is called Akshaya Tritiya. Akshaya Tritiya is a day that is dedicated to the goddess as Lakshmi. In commemoration of Akshaya Tritiya, in celebration of Akshaya Tritiya, tomorrow I want you to get up in the morning and offer your dhar to the goddess as Lakshmi. I want you to light your diya and I want you to pray to the goddess Lakshmi. Ask her to come into your home. Ask her to protect you. Ask her to bless you with food and wealth and prosperity and happiness. Ask her to allow her light of goodness to illumine your homes tomorrow. And tomorrow evening, come with us. Be a part of the yajna. This evening, I acknowledge the Vice President of the Ganesh Utsav Foundation and his wife, who have been my driver yesterday and today. I want to say thank you. We have 2 more evenings. I hope that you will drive me. I want to acknowledge the presence of Sri Maniram Mallu and Mama. Mama, I don't have to pick you up. It's close by. We have 2 more evenings. This evening, I acknowledge the presence of members of the Ganesh Utsav Foundation. I acknowledge the presence of my aunts, my mother's sisters. My mother's sisters, they're here with us. Tonight, I want to say thank you. This evening, I acknowledge Auntie Valerie. You know, there is a special love I have for her. When I see her, I don't see auntie, you know, I see friend. When I see her, I see food. When I see her, I see mischief. I could tell her she is like an extraordinary being to me. She's a person who is special to me. So when I see her, I get very, very happy. Very, very happy. I want to tell all of the mothers here, including you, Auntie Valerie, that Mother's Day is not only one day, but Mother's Day is every day. And here I am, your son, saying to you, I love you. Here I am saying to you that you are special, you are appreciated, and your hard work is recognized. Mothers, you are the pillars upon which we rest. You are our strength. See, when I see Auntie Val, I see food, your clothing, your finances, your everything, your God on the earth. And to you, I want to say that you are special. I want to say that not only one day for the year you are special every single day. Every single day you are special. Mothers, blessings, light, and love to you. I know we have another minister. He has promised that he is going to be here again. So let us all stand as we join in the Purnahuti and the Aarti. Om Purnamada Purnaminam Purnat Purnamudakshate पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ओम सर्वं वै पूर्णागं स्वाहा. We offer water. सर्व पापहरं देवं गांग्यं निर्मलं जलम् आचमनम्यादेवा गृहाणा परमेश्वर पापोऽहं पापकर्मां पापात्मं पुण्डरीकाक्ष त्राहि मां पुण्डरीकाक्ष सर्वपापहरो हरे. We find the smoke in all directions. May blessings come to us from the east, west, north, south, up and down. We pray to you, Bhagwan, be pleased with us. Vanaspatirir surabhuto gandharyo ganadutama agre sarvadevanam dhupoyam brate gretam. We all stretch our hands. We bow to the fire. Om Manalaya Namah, Om Manalaya Namah, Om Manalaya Namah. This evening we dedicate our aarti to Auntie Valerie with all my love. Ramayan Katha हमको प्यारा प्यारा Ramayan Katha सबको प्यारा ओ
Ramayan Katha हमको प्यारा प्यारा Ramayan Katha सबको प्यारा.
धन्य हो रामायण महात्म जी को धन्य हो रामायण महात्म जी को पुत्र से पुत्र बनाया हमारा रामायण कथा सबको प्यारा हो
रामायण कथा हमको प्यारा प्यारा रामायण कथा सबको प्यारा.
पिता पुत्र को प्रेम निकलाए पिता पुत्र का प्रेम निकलाए साक्षी है राम भगवान हमारा रामायण कथा सबको प्यारा हो रामायण कथा हमको प्यारा प्यारा रामायण कथा सबको प्यारा.
रामायण कथा हमको प्यारा प्यारा रामायण कथा सबको प्यारा.
पात्रे प्रेम रामायण गावे पात्रे प्रेम रामायण गावे साक्षी है लक्ष्मण भरत हमारा रामायण कथा सबको प्यारा हो
रामायण कथा हमको प्यारा प्यारा रामायण कथा सबको प्यारा.
पतिव्रत धर्म रामायण बदलाए पतिव्रत धर्म रामायण बदलाए साक्षी है अनसुयो सीता हमारा रामायण कथा सबको प्यारा हो रामायण कथा हमको प्यारा प्यारा रामायण कथा सबको प्यारा.
कथा हमको प्यारा प्यारा रामायण कथा सबको प्यारा.
शंकर शिवा शंभु महादेव शंकर शिवा
शंकर शिवा शंभु महादेव शंकर शिवा.
ओ शंकर शिवा
शंभु महादेव शंकर शिवा
शंकर शिवा शंकर शिवा शंभु महादेव शंकर शिवा
ओ शंकर गुरु शंकर गुरु शंकर महत वाली शंकर गुरु
शंकर गुरु शंकर गुरु शंकर महतवार शंकर गुरु
नंदी वाहन शंकर शिवा
नंदी वाहन शंकर शिवा
बोलो शंकर शिवा
बोलो शंकर शिवा
बोलो शंकर शिवा
बोलो शंकर शिवा
नागा भोजन शंकर शिवा
नागा भोजन शंकर शिवा
ओ शंकर शिवा शंकर शिवा शंभु महादेव शंकर शिवा
शंकर शिवा शंकर शिवा शंभु महादेव शंकर शिवा
ओ शंभु महादेव शंकर शिवा
शंभु महादेव शंकर शिवा
ओ शंभु महादेव शंकर शिवा
शंभु महादेव शंकर शिवा
आरती श्री रामायण जी की
आरती श्री रामायण जी की
कीरति कली तलित सिय पीकी
आरती श्री रामायण
आरती श्री रामायण
आरती श्री रामायण
ओ आरती श्री रामायण कायेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रियर्वा बुद्ध्यात्मना वा प्रकृति स्वभावात् करोमि यद्यत् सकलं तस्मै नारायणायेति समर्पयामि त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव त्वमेव बन्धुश्च त्वमेव त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव ॐ शान्ति 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 हरि ॐ नमो परमात्मने नमः श्यावर रामचंद्र की जय सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय turn to the person next to you in front of you behind you tell them Bhagwan bless you सीताराम 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 कहे जाहे बेधि रहे राम ताहे बेधि रहे सीताराम in one voice राजा रामचंद्र भगवान की सत्य सनातन धर्म की. Let us all be seated. Our host insists that I have forgotten to call on our MP. Can our MP please come? Is he here? Can you please come, MP? Raviji, it is because I didn't see you. Please come. I apologize for calling you last, but we say we leave the best for last. Come. Let's give him a round of applause, everybody.
Seetahal Panditji, Seetahal devotees, my colleague, Member of Parliament for Couva South, MP Rudranath Indar Singh, and Chairman of the Couva South Executive, other members of the Couva South Constituency Executive. Let us welcome them to the constituency of Couva North. And a little joke that we share together in the Parliament is that Couva South and Couva North is one. So welcome to the United States of Couva. Councillor Allan, Taxi Seepersad, and members of the St. Andrew's Youth Sports Cultural Club, Reverend Pandit Vyashji, Uncle Malu, all other distinguished individuals here with us this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, Seetaram and Namaste to each and every one of you. As you all would have heard from Sister Balmati Gosain, our Councillor, we come together and we congratulate the St. Andrew's Youth Sports Cultural Club and Councillor Taxi and his family for what they are doing here this evening. And yes, they definitely deserve that round of applause. One thing I want to say, taking a page from Pandit's Katha tonight, when the Kushal king sent that message out that the kingdom is under threat and he was looking for help, Raja Dashrath came himself to give that help. Well, I want to say that anything that we are doing in the Couva North constituency, once there's a desire to execute an event, whether it is the start of the year when I told them that I want to bring Pandit Sunil Seetahal Maharaj for us to do our Ramayana to start 2024, the first set of persons that respond and is always there for the last 4 years I can speak of is Councillor Allan Seepersad, his family, and the St. Andrew's Youth Sports Cultural Club. And there's so much names. I see Auntie Carla, I see Bauj, I see Councillor Vanessa Kusi, who cooks the best Dashin Bush Bhaji. And there are all others who are involved. One thing they always do is they respond to whenever called upon, not just by me, but also by our honorable political leader, the Honorable Kamla Prasad Bisesa, from ever since when we have to mobilize for meetings and gathering and functions, she will step out and call Taxi and say, Taxi, you could organize a few maxi boy. And he and his team has always been there. So I thank you all very much for the support that you all have given to the Couva North constituency and the United National Congress in making the different things happen. And in closing off, I remember the last Katha when Pandit spoke about Yajna. And he spoke about when you have a little puja to do, you call Pandit because you want it on Monday morning and Pandit not available, so you fire the Pandit. You see, sometimes when people don't get their way, when people are not allowed to do anything they want and they have to stay disciplined, they have to stay organized, and they have to follow the order and stay in your section and stay in your lane. Sometimes they become rebellious. They want to take up the bat and ball and stumps and everything and go home. Or some of them, they want to mash up the place. They want to destroy the house. But it's important for us to know, as MP Rudranath Indar Singh indicated to us, to understand leadership. And leadership comes with experience and the ability to lead and to govern. And this is a very important lesson for all of us to remember, that we need to maintain that discipline. We need to maintain that order, and we need to maintain that devotion that there must be one person in charge. And if it is, Pandit say, is a bad period now, we can't do prayers at this point in time, but this is the preferred time that we should engage in puja. There must be one person in charge. And so too, in every organization, we all need to maintain that order. We need to maintain that discipline. Like how the St. Andrew's Youth Sports Cultural Club maintain that order with, see the president somewhere around, Avinash Kal, and with the founder, Councillor Taxi. And this is why they have been able to be in existence, I believe, for more than 40 years now. 46 years they have been in existence. Let's once more give them a round of applause. As I close, I pray that Sri Ram receives our devotion tonight, blesses you, your family, this community. One thing Councillor Taxi always say is we have to what? Japawe? We have to Japawe, the constituency. we have to Japawe Pandit. I don't even know if it's the correct word he tell me there, but you got to advise us. He said we had to Jagawe, the constituency, the district. That is why it have problem all over the place. But you see here in Macbean, Calcutta, in this area here, everything going good. And so too in Couva North. So Taxi has always had this desire to do this every 5 years and counting. And he had said that a while now. That's why we started this year with Ramayan. And that's why I'm so happy and proud of him for what he has been doing, the leadership that he has been providing for all of us in this community. May Bhagwan continue to shower his choicest blessings upon all of us here in this community, in the United States of Couva, and to all the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. Sitaram, Jai Shri Ram.
Syavar Ramachandra ki jai. We're privileged to have Sashi Govind with us, doctor, and his mother. You know, commendable. They are going to host a Bhagavad in the month of August, just after our Bhagavad in July. And so in Monroe Road. So we are happy to have you. I got worried when I saw Mama outside and you inside. I say, how this man could leave her? But then I recognized you were trying to find a chair for her. Mama, I recognize you. And so, blessings to you this evening. This evening, sing with me. ऐसे हमरे राम भक्त हितकारी ओ ऐसे हमरे राम भक्त हितकारी
ऐसे हमरे राम भक्त हितकारी ऐसे हमरे राम भक्त हितकारी
हमने तुमने कहत कंब में कह प्रहलाद बजायो रामा कह प्रहलाद बजायो हमने तुमने कहत कंब में कहीं प्रहलाद बजायो ऐसे हमरे राम भक्त हितकारियो ऐसे हमरे राम भक्त हितकारी
ऐसे हमरे राम भक्त हितकारी ऐसे हमरे राम भक्त हितकारी
एक दिन ज्योति जाई संसार
एक दिन छूटी जाए संसार
एक दिन ज्योति जाई संसार
एक दिन छूटी जाए संसार
ओ एक दिन ज्योति जाई संसार
एक दिन छूटी जाए संसार
Tomorrow will mark the 10th year death anniversary of the beloved son of Councillor Taxi and Shirmala. Tomorrow, I promise we're not going to have a sad evening. So I'm mentioning it today, so tomorrow I'll mention it briefly, but I don't want you to be sad, and he will not want you to be sad either. And the soul doesn't like when we lament. The soul doesn't like when we cry and we show that bitter emotion. So tomorrow marks the 10th death anniversary. I can't believe it's 10 years already. This is my 3rd time officiating at the Yagna here. And it means that it would have been, it's my 3rd time officiating. So tomorrow marks 10 years. How quickly time goes. एक दिन ज्योति जाए संसार
एक दिन छूटी जाए संसार
ओ एक दिन ज्योति जाए संसार
एक दिन छूटी जाए संसार
ज्योति जन्म गवाया साधु
ज्योति जन्म गवाया साधु
ज्योति जन्म गवाया साधु
ज्योति जन्म गवाया साधु
ओ ज्योति जन्म गवाया साधु
ज्योति जन्म गवाया
चुप के रोने वाले रखना छिपा के दिल की जाने रे। विधि न तेरी कथा लिखी आंसू में करमज हो। तेरा दर्द न जाने को, तेरा दर्द न जाने को। पिंजरे के पंछी रे, तेरा दर्द न जाने को, तेरा दर्द न जाने को।
It is important, it is imperative for us to show love to each other while we're alive. Huh? I want you to just tell the person next to you you're important. Tell the person next to you you're appreciated. Tell them you're appreciated. Tell the person next to you you're special. Tell them you're special. You know, this yagna will come to an end on Saturday evening. But after giving careful consideration, Saturday night from the Asa, I'm going to the airport to board a plane at 12:10 to spend Mother's Day with my mother. Just for one day I'm going. Because you know why? We have regrets when they're not here. But when we are here, very seldom we take the time to make the effort to show love. I can't preach that. I have to practice that. I can't tell you, but I have to show you and set the example. Mother's Day is not one day. I talk to her every day. I was going to surprise her, but now she knows. Because she's on. Now she knows. Saturday evening, 12:10. Off to spend Mother's Day. Just one day with my mother. And so you too. Mother's Day is not one day. But you see, you didn't see her in a long time. Go spend the whole day Sunday. The whole day. And as much time as you can. You never know what it is like until she's not here. You never know. And that pain is a pain that no amount of words they're able to describe. You see, I grew up in the care of my grandmother. That was my partner in crime, like Auntie Valerie. Same love. My partner in crime. Anything and everything, that's my partner in crime. Paro. Anywhere I go and I drag in my grandmother, you know. That's my bestie. You know that? So I have no regrets. She's not here. I have no regrets. I did what I could to the best of my ability. So I have no regrets. But sometimes I wish that she was still here. Sometimes. And that might be selfish of me. Sometimes I wish. But you know what? God always has a better plan. She's not here, but we are here. And that's why it is important for us to recognize our worth and enjoy our existence. Because a day will come when we will not be here too. Y'all give thought to that? Y'all give thought to that? Today we stopped off in a funeral. And as soon as I was not officiating, I just stopped off because I know the man who died. And when we got in the car, Swami said, you hear what that Pundit saying? If I was a dead man, I would have get up and hit that Pundit. I said, Swami, well, good thing you're not a dead man. He said, wouldn't this really be saying? I say, I don't know. But the sad truth is, what he's trying to say is wake up. Wake up. Time is slipping away. That's what he's saying. Swami said, well, I didn't hear that. I said, that's the whole thing. We hear, but we don't listen. We hear, but we don't listen. We're quick to judge. You need to listen. There is a message in it. Find the message. Find the message. Tonight I want to tell you, there is a message in your existence. Find that message. There is a purpose in your existence. Find that purpose and fulfill that purpose. Like Candy's purpose tonight was to bring the tabla, or else we'll have no music. Everybody has a purpose. Mama's purpose is to bring fudge. Everybody has a purpose. Find your purpose and fulfill it. Syavara Ramachandra ki jai. I apologize for late conclusion tonight. The meals will be served. All of you who are sitting in this direction, your meals will be served in this direction. And all of you who are sitting in that direction, your meals will be served behind you. Until we meet tomorrow evening again, Jai Jai. When you're coming tomorrow, bring somebody with you. Let us eulogize and glorify Bhagwan. I promise a very interesting katha tomorrow. Jai Jai, Seetahal.